going to talk about everything on Top Gun. So if you haven't seen the movie and you actually give a shit about that, don't listen, because we're going to talk about everything. Right, Ryan?
Now, the key is Top Gun Maverick. Not Top Gun, because Top Gun you haven't seen. That's an old movie. So it's Maverick.
Hey. I've seen Hot Shots, and that's basically the same thing.
Correct. That's basically the correct. Yeah. Better movie. Hot Shots 2 is way better than Hot Shots 1.
No, it's Hot Shots Part 2.
Pardon-moi.
It's a very classy movie.
It is a classy movie.
Welcome to Coyote Tales. I am your host, Donna Shannon, and once again, Ryan Shannon is joining with me because we enjoyed the adventure of Top Gun together. Aww. Big spoiler alert, I did not like it.
I liked the movie for the action, but the love story was just there. Right.
It's like they had a love story. Some dicks got wet, but that's basically it, right? That was the love story.
Other than the beach scene, which was what did you call it?
Oh, the mandatory homoerotic scene. But where all the guys are running around with the sun right behind them in the slow motion and the water splashing up on their muscular chests. But it's not gay. It's football. It's not gay.
It's glistening in the rain, in the beach mist. The waves rolling. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. That was just dinner.
Yeah, it's not gay. It's team building.
It's team building. Playing offense and defense at the same time. Is that like going anal for the first time?
No.
It slipped.
I thought that was called a reach around.
Reach around? It could be a reach around.
That would be the reach around, wouldn't it?
It could be a reach around.
Offense and defense at
the same time, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just kind of get into how did we ended up going in the theaters, no less, to this movie that technically neither one of us wanted to see in the movie.
No, that's not
in
true.
The theaters.
I wanted to see, but not in the theater, because I wanted to see the jets fly, and that's about all I wanted to see. Right.
The jets were definitely the big stars, so I mean that was cool. But I really had a hard time accepting the rest of it. I never even saw the original Top Gun. I may have seen it once, half of it in cable, but literally everything I know about the plot from Top Gun, I learned from Hot Shots.
Right. The first one. The Hot Shots is a classic.
It's a funny movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, so when they're doing the flashbacks on Goose dying and all that, all I can think about is dead meat getting into his jet. And he goes, I'll sign the life insurance when I get back, honey. And look, I finally cracked the case on who really killed Kennedy. I've got all the evidence right here. I'm going to take it in my jet. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Yeah. So, I'm an awful person, I know. And I'm not an American patriot.
You've watched Team America.
Yeah.
So you're an American patriot.
Yeah.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Here to save the motherfucking day, yeah.
Oh my God. The other thing that we definitely saw lots and lots of in Top Gun was American flags.
Tons of American flags.
I don't think they went more than 5 minutes without showing a flag somewhere.
They even did you noticed the Patton flag behind Tom Cruise in one of the scenes, and you were chuckling about it.
Yeah, it might have been bigger than the flag they used on Patton.
It probably was.
Because it was the full length of the airplane hangar.
Yeah, it was the full length and full screen, and Tom was there doing his spiel about test pilots and fighter pilots and learning how to do this.
Yeah. And it's we had all of our stereotypical cast for the pilots. You got the one guy who's really, really good, but a total dick, who was Hangman.
Yeah.
Then you've got Rooster, who was Goose's son, so there's all the tension there because... Goose died.
In the first movie on Tom Cruise's watch, on Maverick's watch.
Yeah, his best friend and all the rest of that. And then you've got your nerd.
Bob,
the nerd, who even wore glasses, which I'm sorry, I do know this about the military. They don't let you fly jets. They don't even let you ride as the tactical officer, the weapons guy, if you wear glasses.
Maybe not on a fighter, but if he came from like a stealth or a bigger bomber, I wonder if they would. Need a clarification on that.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that's changed. But even then, it's like, your glasses could crack in G-forces, I think. So
They could.
yeah, so yeah, you can't have splintering glass in your eyes when you're pulling Mach 9 and Mach 10 like they did in this movie. They wouldn't allow it. Sorry, touch of reality. And then we had our forced diversity like you have these days in movies. I know, okay, I'm totally going to get some hate mail about that, but it's like we got our token female, we got, just the one.
There was 2 females. They only focused mainly on one, but on the beach scene there was a second female.
Was there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I didn't even see her.
Well, yeah, because the guys can't cover the female because, that would be sexist.
I think it's more sexist to not treat her the same. Just don't grab her boobs when you tackle.
That's my thought, but
yeah.
I'm going to get hate mail, and I don't even have a mail for this account.
It's okay. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. I love seeing diversity. I love seeing diversity in films and things, but not when it feels like forced diversity.
Right.
That's what I don't like. It's like, make sure that all your top-notch pilots, we've got one of each race, but all the heroes are going to be the white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the black guy was the secondary hero. He was one of the bombers in the second plane.
Yeah. So Team 2 that went in were the female and her gunner, and then the black guy.
Right.
Yeah.
As they were marking the target.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, like I said, we're going to talk about absolutely everything. But the biggest thing that I lost track of in the movie was I couldn't figure out who they were fighting.
They didn't even mention who they were fighting.
They didn't even say. So the whole thing is they brought in all the top graduates from Top Gun to do the super secret mission to get rid of this country's new supply of special uranium because they were going to start making weapons of mass destruction. So it's implied that they don't have nuclear capabilities yet.
But it's in a mountain range under cold, and they never mentioned who it was.
Right. And it was also, the big thing was they had 5th generation aircraft that they were going up against.
Which, some of the 5th generation outrun some of the fighters that we're using in this movie.
Right. And so I kind of looked this up because I Googled it to see.
A lot of people probably Googled it.
Was I just obtuse and I didn't pick this up
or
not?
Say it at all.
It's like, no. But according to Google, in the article on who is the enemy in Top Gun Maverick, let's investigate. This was from the LA Times, so reputable source.
I've quoted Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, well, LA Times is a reputable newspaper for entertainment shit. So apparently, their analysis, the Russian and Chinese military, each operate 5th generation aircraft. So indeed, the enemy aircraft in the film appear to be based on the Russian Su-57 stealth fighter jets, and the snowy, jagged topography where the uranium-enriched facility is located could conceivably be found in one of these countries. Problem? Russia already has a shitload of nukes.
So does China, don't they?
Yeah. I can't imagine that they wouldn't.
Right. So, based off of that and that alone, is this, step it back 20 years before the nukes became popular?
No, try more like 50 60, 70 years, okay? Yeah, that whole arms race thing that we lived through.
Yeah, history was not my best subject, so fuck off.
Okay, so, what would be your call sign?
My call sign would probably be Spoon Boy.
Spoon Boy.
Old family nickname my sister gave me, setting the table one time. I had spoons in my hand. She said, "Hey, Spoon Boy," and it stuck.
Yeah. Okay.
And yours, what would your call sign be?
I don't know. It's really hard because I don't care that much.
Bitch pudding?
Bitch pudding.
No, I can't use bitch pudding from Robot Chicken.
True. Yeah, please don't sue us.
Seth Green, we love your stuff, except for this season.
Oh God, this season is awful.
Stop singing. Stop singing.
Stop singing. Oh my God. What would be my call sign? DJ Tits McGee.
No, that won't fit across the helmet.
Hey, I was a DJ.
Hey, Tits, hey, watch out, Tits, you got a guy on you behind. You got a guy coming up behind for a reach around. Tits, move.
Tits, you're shimmering all over the place. You got to shimmy, Tits.
Shimmy. Release flares. Is that what they're calling it nowadays? Flares, huh? Oh, I just flared on your tits.
Oh, it does fit, though.
It does fit.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a TJ in a strip club, so that's where it comes from.
Tits McGee. Well, there. Okay,
yeah, DJ Tits McGee, just DJ Tits for short.
Yeah, there you go. You're DJ Tits.
Yeah.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, and what I know from people in the military, they would probably appreciate DJ Tits.
They probably Hangman. Hey.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good one.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So let's talk a moment.
Okay.
About how we ended up with tickets for this movie. It's a story.
It's a story. It's a story that irked me.
Oh, you have no idea how much this irked me.
Oh yeah, wow.
So, my dad shows up with his girlfriend a couple weeks ago and wants to take us to dinner. So
he invited us out for dinner. To me, if I invite you out someplace, I'm going to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I ask you, if I'm going out and you say, hey, can I come along? I expect you to pick up your own tab.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So, and here's the thing. The precedent so far for months and months and months is when Dad invites us out to dinner, he's picking up the check. So we're not crazy to expect that. But the restaurant we were wanting to go to is called Golden Europe. It just closed down here in Arvada. It was their last week. So, pretty much our last chance to go again. And we get there, and there's like a massive line. And so, we're like, screw this. We're not going to wait an hour to an hour and a half to get a table.
Right.
So, Dad suggests that we go to Applebee's, which I hate. I hate Applebee's. I have a long-standing feud with Applebee's that goes all the way back to my drinking days.
I'll put up with Applebee's. It's food.
It's food. I will admit the food was better this time than the last time I was there.
Except for the ribs. They were all bones.
Oh, yeah. Your ribs sucked.
They were bad. They were not good.
They were not good. There was hardly any meat there at all.
It was just bones, and the sauce was over-sauced and over-boned.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we're driving down there, and Dad's talking about Top Gun Maverick, and him and Sandy, the girlfriend, are talking about Top Gun Maverick, and we're like,
well,
okay.
You go to Applebee's, you spend $25 more, you get 2 tickets from Fandango for Maverick.
50.
It was 50? Okay, so my apologies.
Yeah, but we didn't catch that.
No, I didn't catch that.
I didn't catch that. I just was like, wow, they're really excited to see this movie, I guess. Okay.
That's what I thought. I'm like, I didn't think your dad liked going to the movies, but okay.
Yeah. So, I know they've been going to some more movies lately. But I'm like, all right.
Well, yeah, Northman, bloody, gory, want to see it.
It was not the kind of thing they liked, but...
Oh, I'm going to love it then.
Yep. Anyways, we digress. So, the bill comes, and you don't pay the waitress. You pay through the kiosk on the table. And Dad pulls out his gift card, and he hands it over to us, and he goes, here, why don't you do this, and then you can put your card in, because I don't know how this thing works. And I'm all like, it's a credit card slot. You just shove your credit card in there. What's to not understand? But I'm like, all right, whatever. Ryan doesn't have his wallet, so we slide through the gift card, Then I put my card in there, and I end up paying $70 on my card.
Right.
And what was on Dad's card was $10.
Right.
So the total bill was $80. Got it? Follow the math here. It's not as bad as cat math.
And we ordered a split dinner, so I know mine was $12.
Yeah. So, that's including tip though. It was like $80.
Right.
So then Dad goes, "Oh, okay. So you paid 70 on your card, and I gave you 10 for the gift card. So that means we split 70, 50-50. I already gave you 10, so here's $25 cash." I'm like, okay, wait a minute. No, the total bill was 80. Split evenly, it would have been 40 a piece. 10 off from the gift card. He owed me 30. Okay, I know I'm bitching about $5, but I'm already a little bitchy because I'm paying for a restaurant that I didn't want to go to.
Right.
And then we have to sit around and wait because we have to get the waitress to print off the receipt so that we can get the gift tickets for Top Gun.
That he didn't even want to see. He was giving us the movie ticket.
And that was the moment when we discovered that, oh no, he wanted to give the tickets to us. And it's like, oh, great. I'm so glad that I paid for a restaurant I didn't want to eat at to earn movie tickets for a movie I didn't want to see.
Right. Yeah, that's sort of how I felt. Colleen, my sister really liked it, though. So that's the good thing. Colleen went with us to the movies, and she enjoyed it. But still, it was shitty food for a movie I didn't want to spend, $20 in the movie theater for. And, yeah, it was just not good. It sort of pissed me off.
Right. But the good news is we went and saw the movie at the Alamo Draft House, which we've never been to before, which does food service at your seat, Fat America.
Fat America.
Yeah. And it was like premium food and things like that.
Popcorn sucked.
It was all right. It was made with real butter. It wasn't like movie popcorn like we are so conditioned to eat.
Right.
It was like real small batch popcorn drizzled with fresh butter that had been tossed throughout it.
Yeah.
It was like real food. And we're like, what the fuck is this real food?
What the hell is this taste? The cheese sticks were pretty good.
I know. I kept trying to get you to help me eat them. And you're like, no.
Because it was eating on the popcorn. When you stop eating the popcorn, normally I let Donna, normally Donna eats 90% of the popcorn.
It's not that much.
80% of the popcorn.
I can be on board with that.
85 to 90.
No.
And then I'll eat
the top buttered part, I'll give you that.
Yeah, and then I'll eat the rest. So since she didn't like the popcorn and she wanted to eat the cheese sticks warm, I eat most of the popcorn on this one.
Yeah.
Plus a box of malted milk balls my sister got me.
Whoppers.
I couldn't think of what they were called. I just brain fart.
Yeah. So we snuck candy and it didn't even matter.
Well, there wasn't any candy on the menu.
Oh, see?
There was ice cream and sweets, but there wasn't any candy. So it wasn't a real movie experience because there was no candy on the menu.
Yeah. And apparently they'll serve you alcohol at your seat too, which I don't care about. So.
Yeah, I don't care about it. I'm not going to drink at a movie. It's too expensive.
Yeah, but we'll definitely go back to Alamo again. And the food costs were similar to what you would pay at a normal sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, 4 items for $30 plus tip. It was comparable. I would try different food there.
Yeah, so it's like they had a Cobb salad for $15 and burgers relative to like any sit-down quick serve place.
$10-15, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get a milkshake though.
Well, we gotta try them. It's part of the whole
strawberry
burger milkshake quest.
All right, here's a comment, and people can add comments. Who has the best strawberry milkshake? We've been on a quest to find the best strawberry milkshake
out of burger places.
At burger places,
not like going to Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen doesn't count.
No, like Jim's Burger Haven is up there.
That's in Arvada. That's a small chain.
It's a small chain. Smash Burger's up there.
Smash Burger's very good. They use Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Did we do Culver's?
We've done Culver's. We didn't care
so.
for their shakes. We just like their custom flavors of the day.
The Eclair Flavor of the Day is my favorite.
Yeah, that thing rocks. Good Times was okay.
Good Times was okay. It was passable.
Yeah. We do allow...
Red Robin.
Red Robin is on the list. They do qualify, even though they're more of a sit-down place. But anyways, we're getting off track.
Sorry.
So, just kind of keeping with the theme of Dad giving us shit that we don't want. So we had a deal with my dad that when we bought the condo that he was going to rent from us last October.
2-year commitment.
Yeah, he said he was going to commit to renting it for 2 years.
3 months later.
3 months later, he moved in with his girlfriend, basically. He finally moved all his shit out in May, though. You know, but him and the girlfriend joked that he went over for Christmas Eve and never left. So basically, he lived there for 3 months.
He lived there for 3 months.
The good news is he paid rent through May.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, I know. That the deal he offered, this was not prompted by us at all, was that once he got his money settlement from the divorce, he was going to buy us the hot tub that we had been talking about getting for like a year now.
Correct.
And we're like, yeah, that sounds cool. Didn't expect him to do that.
Didn't expect it at all.
And so we've been looking at hot tubs that are about $11,000 to $12,000. We want the real deal. We have priced it out. We know what we want.
We know the space. We know the price. We know what we want.
This is the nice thing about being older Gen X people who have worked in steady jobs and have good credit. You get to buy the shit you want. You get to have awesome trips. You get to pay your bills. You get to have nice cars. You get to have a nice house, even though you have to fix it up right now. But that's our deal. We get to buy the shit that we want. We don't beg for scraps anymore, right?
Don't have to.
Don't have to. And, yeah. So, Dad made, quote-unquote, good on his promise a few weeks ago. Ryan gets home and he comes upstairs and he's like, Donna? I'm like, what? He goes, did you order anything? I'm like, no. There's a big old heavy box on the porch. I'm like, well, what could it be? And we slide it into the garage because it weighs 81 pounds.
It did weigh 81 pounds.
And what was it, Ryan?
It was a inflatable hot tub. A inflatable Coleman hot tub. And where did we see that listed online? Walmart.
Yup.
For less than the original price of a hot tub.
Less than $500.
Less than $500.
Yeah, it was like $450. It's like, oh my God. So we're like, oh no, this better not be Dad's idea of making good on his hot tub promise. So
probably knowing your dad.
Yeah, so we give him a call and he's all like, oh, did you get something on your porch today?
Yeah, a big pile of shit.
And he is just, smiling like the cat who ate the canary. We can hear Sandy laughing in the background. Not laughing mean, laughing like they are so delighted with themselves that they have a solution for this issue.
It's not a solution. It's another problem that we have to deal with.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, shit. And we're like, no, this is not really going to work for us. And it's small. And, Ryan's 6'3", I'm 5'8". We're chunky.
It's going to be like us sitting in a kiddie pool.
Very much so.
We're going to get in and all the water's going to leak out everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's the depth of where you sit is only 24 inches.
And where the depth we were looking at is
36. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a case where size matters.
Yes, definitely size matters.
And because it's inflatable, Dad was like, we're like, we can't even set this up anywhere. He goes, well, you could put it on your back porch. It's like, no, because we have to get the construction started on the back half of our house. We're getting the addition torn off because it's falling apart. It's literally separating from the house and crumbling and disintegrating. So we have contractors coming in a matter of weeks. And we're like, we're not going to be able to set up an inflatable hot tub around splinters and nails and debris and machinery, and not to mention just all the shit that would get in it. It's like, no, it's not going to work. So
we sent it back.
And yeah, we had to put it in his car, and he was mad at us.
Because we wanted to return a hot tub that we didn't want in the first place.
Yeah.
A inflatable hot tub.
We had already resigned ourselves to Dad was not going to make good on this promise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we stopped counting on that a long, long time ago.
Once we bought the condo, we pretty much... No, once he moved out is pretty much when I said the hot tub wasn't going to happen.
Right. And to be fair, my dad has congestive heart failure, and he's not going to live all that much longer. And, you know, he was asking me, how does Medicaid work? I go, Dad, you have to spend all your assets before Medicaid kicks in. Because, like, my mom, he wants the government to pick up the check. It's like, dude, you have like $300,000, all right? After the divorce is settled and the home is sold and all the rest of that, you know, the Medicaid's not going to kick in immediately. Not to mention, spoiler alert, people, Medicaid only pays for the shittiest assisted living facilities out there. Just be an adult, be responsible, have good credit, save your money, take care of your shit, so you don't end up like my mom in a really shitty assisted living facility.
Or like my dad at the VA hospital.
Oh, even the VA was worse.
It's way worse.
It was way worse.
Room was with 5x10 with 2 people packed.
Oh, yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
But, you know, and fortunately he wasn't there very long in his hospice. But anyways, I digress. I forgot what I was saying. Hot tub.
Oh,
yeah.
Good credit. Save your money. Make sure you have a good retirement.
Yeah. So, because Dad's now saying that, you know, when he moves out of Sandy, his next move is going to be into an assisted living facility.
Right.
And he's going to have to plan on spending $4,000 to $5,000 a month on that. He's only going to live another 1 to 2 years at the very, very most. So,
right.
Yeah, this is an awful plan, but yeah, after he dies and the estate's all settled, that's when we were going to buy the hot tub that we want. So, then, you know, if you think about it, Dad would pay for it. Yeah. It's on an installment plan.
Pending.
It's okay. I'm the executor of the estate, so actually, I'm an executrix.
Ooh. It's not DJ Titty. It's executrix.
DJ Tits McGee.
Tits McGee.
Executrix extraordinaire.
Executits extraordinaire.
Executits.
There are too many tits in my mind.
I think I like that. Executits extraordinaire.
X-tit on the helmet. X-tit, you got men behind you. Yeah! You got 2 men behind you. Oh, yeah, give it to me, baby.
No. X-tit would be after I get transgender assignment surgery.
Yeah. Yeah, my tits are C-cups, and I'm proud of those things.
Oh, good times. So, speaking of retirement homes and the VA hospital, is that going to be the last edition in the Top Gun Maverick wheelchair?
There was a spoiler I was about to say, but I'm not going to say it.
About what?
About Top Gun Maverick.
We already did all the spoilers. What?
There's a major spoiler about someone who was in the movie that didn't make it past the movie.
You already spilled all the guts.
I didn't spill anything. I didn't say who. People die.
Yeah. Did he die for real?
No, but he's really, really sick. I think he has throat cancer.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer's really sick.
Yeah.
I really like Val Kilmer.
I do too.
So
I like Val Kilmer a hell of a lot more than Tom Cruise.
I do too. There was a part in Top Gun Maverick where I was cracking up because they said they used real F-18 fighters, and there was one scene where you can, you're in the cockpit looking at Tom Cruise. I'm like, holy shit, he just aged 10 years younger because of the G-forces. I'm like, okay, that's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so let's put a hammer down on Top Gun Maverick. How many stars do you give it?
Action, 9 out of 10. Love story, 2 out of 10.
Well, the love story all depended on the first movie, I would assume.
No. I don't think so.
Is that the girl from the first movie?
No. Different love interest, I believe.
Then why is she making a big deal of you're coming back into my life and all this crap?
I don't know.
I've
only seen the first one once, twice. You get bored.
Yeah, because Hot Shots Part 2 is so much better.
Yeah, Hot Shots.
Little searing belly.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I guess I have to give my star rating 2.
Oh, come on. It was a little bit better, the action.
No.
2 out of 10.
No, 2 out of 5.
Well, mine's out of 10.
Well, you're more generous than me.
Yeah, I am more generous than you.
Okay, so we don't have any spoiler alerts here because it has not happened yet. But the most epic thing ever is about to happen on Wednesday. This Wednesday. But I don't know what date that is.
The 15th.
The 15th. 15th of June, 2022. Do you know what it is, Ryan?
What is it, Donna?
It's the first round of the Stanley Cup Finals. What?
No. It's the last round of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh.
The first game of the Stanley Cup.
I'm too excited, man.
Yeah, you are very excited. Are you excited to pay $1,000 per seat to get into Game 1?
No, Dad's not dead yet, so I can't afford that.
We looked today. It was 2 seats on the glass, row 1, seats 8 and 9 for $10,000
a seat
total so $5,000 a seat.
Oh.
Might have been $10,000 a seat. Who knows? But I just can't. See, this is part of saving money that we talked about earlier. Don't buy $10,000 hockey tickets
for one game. Yeah. So.
And it's not even the final game for the cup.
Right. So obviously, this is between the Colorado Avalanche, best team ever, and the hated, disgusting Tampa Bay Lightning. Boo!
Worst fans ever.
Oh yeah, they've got some real cocksuckers for fans.
Yeah, Adam got in a fight and almost got in a fight in one of the games and had to be ejected from the stadium.
Was that because of was that a Lightning game?
It was a Lightning game, and somebody threw beer at Maddox, quote unquote. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah. So, anyways, but they are assholes. Yeah, the only fans I hate more are actually the Dallas Stars fans because they're such dicks. The Dallas Stars fans are so bad when they play here that it makes me ashamed to be from Dallas.
Right, yeah.
Now you say I should be ashamed to be from Dallas every day, and I tell you, fuck off. But yes.
Well, being a native Coloradan, easy for me to say.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think a lot of these people from Dallas and Texas and California and everywhere should go home.
Yeah. But I am very disappointed because we didn't go to any of the playoff games at all in any of the rounds because we were doing the responsible thing and we have to do about $55,000 worth of repairs on our house. And, we looked at the tickets. But I had convinced you that for round 3,
Right.
If it went to a game
We
5,
buy tickets.
we would have bought tickets and we would have gone to that game. And we were prepared to pay about $300 a seat for our normal seats.
Right.
And we sit in like section 104, so we're in the lower section.
The lower bowl.
Yeah, they're not shitty, but they're not on the glass.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think on the glass tickets aren't good because there's glass. And to me, you want about 19 or 20 rows where you can see all the plays develop.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. And besides, if you want to see them up close on the glass, you go walking down there for the warm-ups.
Yeah, warm up. And the security doesn't care if you're there for
Yeah.
the warm-ups.
Yeah. So, anyways, you went to bed early because you do, so you didn't watch all of that game. Ryan checked out on the fourth Oilers game after second period.
Second period, usually 8 o'clock. That's pushing it for me.
Yep, I stayed up and I watched the end of the game. So it went to overtime, and they fucking won it in overtime. And I'm like, come on, boys, we were gonna go.
I was so relieved they won it because I didn't want to spend $500 a seat for a hockey game. I heard they won, and I was like, phew, thank you for winning, boys. Good job.
Yeah, so they swept Edmonton. They swept the Oilers, which is actually the second team they've swept in the whole series to get there. So, yeah, I think they've got some pretty good chances to take the damn Lightning down.
I'm a little nervous about this one. This one could be tough.
Yeah. I like what Landeskog said. To prove that you are the best in the league, you have to take down the best in the league.
I agree. And they've been the best a couple of years. They've won, I think, back-to-back in the last couple of years.
They have. They're going for a three-peat.
Yeah, which that's not going to happen. Avs in 6, though.
Avs in 6?
Avs in 6.
That'll be good. But, so, as season ticket holders, we're just partial season ticket holders because we are responsible adults who also don't like to go out a whole ton to late games.
Yeah.
It's not that we're saving the money, it's that we can't commit to going out to 41 games.
Yeah, I can't go out on a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock for a hockey game, but I'm going to get home at 10. I get up at between 3 and 4 to work. Yeah, not going to happen.
Right. So, we just have partial season tickets, but they let the season ticket holders buy the rounds before they're released to the general public. So Ryan asked me, do I want to go to a Stanley Cup game? And I'm like, sure. Thinking, how bad can the damage be? Because, that round 5, or the game 5 in the third round was going to be like $300 a seat.
$300.
A seat. I'm like, well, I've got to figure double the cost, right? Our tickets will probably, because they've been like basically going up $150 each round.
Right.
Our normal tickets cost us about $104 a seats. For the first round, it was about $189 a seat.
It's about right.
Round 2 was about $250. Round 3 was about $350. I'm like, how bad this can be? They'll double it. Okay.
I'm okay with spending $500-600 on Stanley Cup tickets.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, not much at all.
The pre-sale for the season ticket holders, up in the rafters, in the corner, absolute shittiest seats in the stadium. Guess how much they were?
Was it $1,000 per seat?
No, it was $825.
It was $825 before
pre-sale for the
pre-sale.
season ticket holders.
Right, before we even knew who we were playing.
Yeah, that was like the day after they swept the Oilers.
Right.
So we look at that and we're like, okay, we're so fat we can't even sit in the seats up in the cheap seats anymore.
Right.
They put smaller seats in the stadium and our asses don't fit.
We have big butts.
Yeah, we have to sit a little bit cockeyed in those seats. It doesn't work. And definitely seats in the bend, it's not going to work because then they're like...
They're even smaller.
Yeah, they're triangles. They're not rectangles.
They're not seats.
Yeah. So, that wasn't going to work. And then, after they finish all the pre-sales for the season ticket holders, the next day they open it up to everybody else. And then, Ryan, what were the seats?
They went up to 12. The nosebleeds, the one that were $800 a day before, went up to $1,200.
No, they were $925 the day after.
Oh, no, I saw them at $1,200.
That was a couple of days after that.
Okay.
Okay, now we got to like really torture ourselves and see what's going on. I don't want to know.
John, one of the guys I worked with looked this morning, and that's where he found the $10,000 seats.
Yeah, so Avalanche tickets.
I can't.
Was that on a resale site or was that?
No, that was the actual
the
Avalanche
the
site.
home.
The
yeah.
home.
Yeah.
If
they even have anything left. Oh, look, from $879, it's gone down.
It's gone down. Well,
that's got to be a verified reseller, I bet.
Or it's one ticket.
Yep.
I did find a lot of one tickets. I mean, it's like not worth one ticket.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. But if you get a ticket for At the Lightning, it's from $276. That can't be real. That's got to be for the watch party.
It's probably got to be the watch party. Is that game one?
That is... So I'm looking at Wednesday, June 15th from $879. Monday, June 20th, at Lightning, 6 p.m., $279.
Unless it's standing room only.
Friday, 6 p.m., June 24, versus the Lightning from $1,000, $999.
So I wonder if it's standing room only for the Monday. Well,
now I got to see what that is.
The game 4 could be the actual Stanley Cup game. Could be the championship game.
Well, this is... It's so crazy. I don't get it. You know why? Because I don't ever look at tickets for this stuff. I just wonder...
Link is broken.
No, it said it was redirecting. Ticketmaster took me to the...
Fuck Ticketmaster.
Well, yes, I know. No, there's much cheaper seats available if you fly into Tampa Bay.
It's Tampa Bay, though.
I know. Then you have to be surrounded by those cock munchers.
Yeah.
That would be awful. But they have seats starting at $596. Yeah, if you want to find some cheap tickets to go to the Stanley Cup, go to Tampa.
It's Tampa Bay, though.
I know, it's awful. So much for that dream.
Well, maybe we'll win tickets.
Yeah. We'll just have to hope for that. In the meantime, we'll be watching the game on TV. Ryan did ask me if I wanted to go to like a watch party or something. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, I am at a watch party. I'm watching it with my wife and my 2 cats.
Mm-hmm. You even asked me if I wanted to go watch it in a bar. And I'm like, no, that sounds like the absolute worst.
Well, I did also offer to cook stadium food here at house.
Well, we're going to do that for sure.
Because we're fat and we got to eat.
Well, got to have an excuse to eat the
yeah, no, we don't have tater tots, just fries.
That's fine.
Green chili fries?
Green chili fries. So anyways, that probably wraps everything up for us for this episode. I am sure we'll be talking more about the Avalanche as the series progresses. But until then...
Spoon Boy signing off.
And this has been DJ Tits McGee.
Donna Shannon's Coyote Tales is a production of Coyote Visions Productions and is hosted by Donna Shannon. Ugh, nothing redundant about that. Theme music is Coyote Strut by James Ney. All other music is ethically sourced and licensed from sounddogs.com and epidemicsound.com. And we paid for it, I swear. We can provide receipts if necessary. All the stories you've heard are true. Only the names, events, and facts have been changed for our own amusement. In the immortal words of Obi-Wan, so what I told you was true from a certain point of view. Find all of Donna Shannon's website and social media links at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Donna Shannon. Follow us and find out all about upcoming shows and live performances. Now go out there, enjoy life, and grab some tales of your own.